On a quick note, thinking about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which I've talked about a lot on this podcast about kind of how it's a great case study of business and how to get people engaged and interested in your franchise and getting people in from a pop culture sphere and dominating kind of every aspect of pop culture. And, you know, we all know that the MCU kind of if you don't know, movie of Iron Man, movie of Thor, movie of Hulk, separate movies, and then bam, now there's an Avengers movie where they're all teaming up together, right? That's the general concept, having a universe of movies. Basically, it's kind of like having a TV series, but it's all movies, right? They all interconnect. You have to see them all to understand the full story. You have to get everything. Realize that there's one franchise that almost did this. Well, there's a few, but there's one franchise in particular that almost did this before Marvel. There's one franchise that I believe, I have a conspiracy theory here, guys. There is a franchise out there that I believe was attempting to do the Marvel Cinematic Universe before Marvel did it. And I believe I have evidence to prove it. Because I genuinely believe, conspiracy theory time, that the creators of Shrek fully intended to develop a fully fleshed out Shrek CU, Shrek Cinematic Universe. Now, hear me out for a second here, okay? I'm being so serious about this because over the weekend, just on a whim, I watched a movie I've never seen before. That movie is called Puss in Boots. It is a spin-off of Shrek that is the origin story of the character Puss in Boots, who first appears in Shrek 2. Antonio Banderas reprises his role. If you've seen this movie, let me know. He meets Humpty Dumpty. It's set in the universe of Shrek. It's the same character. And so they do this Puss in Boots spin-off movie. Obviously, they've done Shrek, Shrek 2, I think Shrek 3 at this time, maybe even Shrek 4, and then they do Puss in Boots. I believe that Puss in Boots was DreamWorks' attempt to begin a proposed Shrek cinematic universe. The movie actually did pretty well considering. It grossed about $400 million. It profited about $400 million. But budget of I think $100 million, gross of $500 million. So $400 million left, right? That's pretty good. And here's the thing. I think after the failure of the fourth Shrek iteration, Shrek Forever After, I genuinely do believe deep down there was a plan to do the Shrek CU, but because Shrek Forever After was a terribly written film, an unnecessary entry into the otherwise almost unblemished Shrek franchise, let's be honest, Shrek the Third wasn't great, but it's an okay movie that does hold up. 1 and 2, near masterpieces. I think after Shrek Forever After was what it was, people lost faith in the Shrek CU concept. I believe there was not only a Puss in Boots movie planned. Puss in Boots got released, made it, did well. I believe there was a Donkey prequel. I genuinely believe there was a Gingerbread Man prequel in the works. I really think we were going to see the Gingerbread Man be made on Drury Lane with the Muffin Man. I'm telling you, I believe that's true. I think there was a DreamWorks Pinocchio in the works. I think there was a Dragon and Donkey sequel team-up film in the works. Guys, what other... I honestly think there could have been a spec script written for the Lord Farquaad prequel. How Lord Farquaad became Lord Farquaad. And I reckon he was bullied all his life for being small, and that's why he became the ruthless ruler he was in Shrek 1. I also think they could have explored the story we know about Fiona's dad being born as a frog or whatever it was, like he kissed the princess to become. I reckon there could have been a prequel about that and how he worked with Fairy Godmother. We know that happened, but we don't see it. It's kind of like Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore. Finding out all this stuff about Dumbledore, we already kind of know about it from the books, but now they're fleshing it out on the screen. We could have had that for Shrek, the Shrek CU. Imagine this, guys. A Fairy Godmother Prince Charming prequel. Prince Charming sequel. Who else is there in Shrek? Three Little Pigs prequel. See how they all made it to Shrek's swamp that day? Who was the woman that had Donkey in Shrek 1 that tried to sell him off and he ran away? Who was that woman? What is Donkey's story? I would love to see Donkey in a prequel role, but because of Shrek Forever After, it won't happen. The Shrek CU was doomed until I realized that, in fact, there is a sequel to the Puss in Boots movie coming out. And that movie, 11 years after the original, right? What happened? Something happened there. Something weird happened. 11 years later, Puss in Boots The Last Wish will be released December 21, 2022. And I'm going to call this now. I'm genuinely going to make a really, really bold call right now. Okay? I think that this movie will be the resurgence of the Shrek CU. I'm calling it now. There is no way they're not going down this path. I believe that at some point in this movie, either directly or indirectly, Shrek will appear. He might not have any lines, but it'll just be a cameo. He'll be in the background. He'll be somewhere. There'll be something to do with Shrek. I think Donkey might appear in passing. Probably not voiced, because unless they're doing a Marvel-style deal, they're not going to get Eddie Murphy to voice him for like one line in a movie. But I think that characters from Shrek will appear in this movie, and it will kick off the Shrek CU. Calling it now, it's a big call, but I'm maintaining it because I believe that the Shrek CU is our most unfortunate loss in this world. Imagine how different the world would be if the Shrek CU did go ahead. Just putting it out there, guys. If you think of any other movies that would be good in the Shrek CU, let me know. I'd love. Actually, here's a challenge as well. A few things I'm going to put out to you guys. Feel free to call the hotline or just write in. Pitch me a movie in the Shrek CU, or even better, pitch me phase 1 of the Shrek CU. That's what they do in Marvel. They have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Pitch me an SCU movie. Pitch me the Lord Farquaad prequel movie in an email. Pitch me the Donkey prequel movie. Pitch me any movie in the Shrek CU. I want to build it on this show over the next few weeks. Someone send in some concepts. Someone please do it. I know you're a creative bunch. Right into the show.